The playoffs have arrived in the Texans franchise, and I can tell just looking at this bracket, this is about to be insanity. There's so many good matchups on both sides of the bracket. That being said, I want to go over the season stats. I want to go over the awards. I also got to get you guys caught up in what happened at the end of the regular season. 2 games we got to go over. The first one being against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this was the guy that drafted Xavier Worthy 10th overall. You guys know I really wasn't a fan of that. Now, I will say, he did put in some work with him, over 130 yards of offense. But I feel like when you draft him that high, you don't have a high-end quarterback. You don't have like a top corner. You don't have a premier pass rusher. And because of that, our offense went off, especially Brock Bowers. He had over 200 yards receiving, and I want to say 3 or 4 touchdowns. Drake May had over 400 yards passing, and since he was playing from behind the entire game, Jalen Johnson ended up getting 3 interceptions in this one. And then our next game was against the Chargers. Now, this one just started bad. Like, we had a fumble, and I feel like that just set the tone for this one. You guys know our weakness, our run defense, got exposed bad in this one. He had Josh Jacobs. He was just getting big run after big run. It was setting up the play action for him. He had Alec Pierce hit us over the top a couple times. Once again, our offense was looking really good in this one. We were putting together some great drives. Brock Bowers, again, can't stay out of the end zone. But in the first play of the second half, Josh Jacobs destroyed our defense. Unfortunately, we just could not come back in this one. Let's take a look at the season stats. Drake May ended up finishing with over 5,100 yards passing, 44 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. You guys got to remember, we had 3 in one game earlier this season. After that, we were extremely efficient. When it came to running, Breece Hall led the way, 775 rushing yards. And check out some of these receiving stats. So Bowers had just under 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns. That's crazy. And just behind him was Ricky Pearsall, over 1,400 yards, also added 15 touchdowns. And Breece Hall had almost as many receiving yards as he did rushing yards. He had 758. Jahad Campbell had a massive year for us, actually led us in interceptions, had 8. Will McDonald, our only guy with double-digit sacks. Jordan Davis had 6. Brian had 5. Abdul Carter only had 4. Now, the good news is he only had 2 going into like week 13. That means he doubled his total in those final weeks. Definitely would have liked to see more production out of him since we did draft him in the 4th round, but he just got superstar abilities not that long ago. And when we drafted this team, we weren't exactly just thinking year 1. We were thinking year 2 and year 3. And then as far as awards go, I can't believe this, but Drake May ended up winning MVP. I want to say this is the first time out of all the franchises I've done that I've had a player win this award. And the best part about this is once this award is announced, Drake May should automatically become superstar. He may even become X Factor, and he's going to get like 10 or 20,000 XP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Brandon Ayuk. Like I said, his stats were just insane. I don't know how the guy did it. He didn't even make the playoffs, but somehow Ayuk had like 2,000 yards and 23 touchdowns. Brock Bowers was right behind him at number 2. Enough talking about stats and awards and all that stuff. Let's talk about these playoffs. So we're the number 2 seed. We're taking on the Denver Broncos. That was one of the craziest games we've played this year. I feel like just so much fluky stuff happened. I will say we were getting close to opening that game up if I didn't have that terrible turnover at the end of the first half. And then looking at the rest of the playoff bracket, so the Steelers are the 1 seed. That's no surprise. The Chargers, who just beat us, they are the number 3 seed. They're taking on the Chiefs, who are the 6 seed. We just played them not that long ago. That went into overtime. And then at the bottom of the bracket, we got the Dolphins. He's really good. We got the Titans. You guys saw me play him twice this year. And somehow the NFC side of things might be even crazier. The holiday season is here, and I get it. It can be extremely difficult to find gifts. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and recommend maybe tickets to a concert, a sporting event, a Broadway show, a comedy show, you name it. And there's no better place to find these tickets than SeatGeek, the sponsor of today's video. Now, the reason I love SeatGeek is they make life easy for you. They take tickets from across the internet, they put them all in one place. They even color code things so you know what's a good deal and what's a bad deal. And if you're still a little bit unsure, SeatGeek is going to show you a view from those seats so you know exactly what you're getting. And like I said, SeatGeek has everything. A lot of times I find events going on in my area I didn't even know about. And there's also not a better time to use SeatGeek. If you guys use my promo code TDP10, you're going to get 10% off that next purchase, whether you're a new customer or an existing customer. So make sure you guys download the SeatGeek app today. I'll also put a link down below in the description. Huge shout out to SeatGeek for always sponsoring, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Starting this one on defense, now that I'm seeing the wildcard logo on the field, it's kind of hitting me. This is win or go home. We can't have any mistakes. And I need my run defense to step up in this one. It's one thing to let Josh Jacobs run all over you. I can't let Tony Pollard run all over us. Let's see if he makes it 3 straight run plays. We're in the backfield. We just don't get there. And then Diablo got stiff-armed by Pollard. First pass play, this is where we got to excel. That'll help. I want to say it was Will McDonald getting there. 3rd and 6. Let's go straight up man coverage. My matchups are not correct. Neither of my top corners are on Kittle or McConkey. I just committed pass interference and got away with it. I don't know how that wasn't called. I was going back to try and cover McConkey. Ran right into Kittle where he was throwing, and we just got away with one. And now he's got a massive 4th and 6. I mean, this is a big play. All because I paid off the refs. Come on, defense. Got to lock in. He looks middle, and that's not there. Actually had him open, but because of his route combos, my defender was covering someone else and able to make the play. And now we got great field position. We cannot let this go to waste. I'm going with the best play in Madden 18, the halfback wham. It's going to get us a solid 5 yards. Coming out bunch to the right, we got to watch out for Derek Stingley over there. That's somebody, if you test him, he can ruin your playoff game real quick. Brock Bowers is going to get open. Feeder in. He's going to slide out at the 20. I want to try and have a balanced offense in these playoffs. Let's go back to the run. Simple inside zone. Not much there. Matter of fact, we lost a yard. That's Christian Barmore making that play. We can't be too surprised. He made a lot for us in that Bears franchise. This play has been money for us against zone coverage. We have 4 routes going from right to left. Oh, it's actually man. And we end up getting sacked. That did not look like man-to-man coverage to me. And also, it's Christian Barmore again. We're going to end up settling for a field goal, which isn't the worst thing in the world. You got to remember, this did come from a turnover. Whenever we can start on defense and get on the board first, that's always big. He's keeping it on the ground. Somehow, Tony Pollard just ate a Jahad Campbell hit stick. What are we doing? This man's looking like Eric Dickerson out there. Pistol formation with a fullback. Yeah, it's a run play. I'm just so helpless out here. This is not looking good. I need my entire defense up to the line of scrimmage. If this guy can beat us over the top, let him do it. He's going to go underneath the Kittle. We can't let him have that. I got to start trying to time the snap, see if I can shoot the gap. It's not going to happen. Look at this man, Tony Pollard. 3rd and 4. He can do anything here. Could be a run, could be a pass. He's going to throw. Send pressure. And we get the sack. Abdul Carter gets to him. Bit of a frustrating drive. We're giving up way too many yards after contact, but we are going to hold them to 3. It's going to tie this game up. Finally back on offense. First one was going good until we took that sack. I'm going to wait as long as possible. Tyler Lockett wide open, and we're going to scoot out of bounds. Already over midfield. Just got to make the right read. It's going to be Tez Walker. And you love to see it. A simple RPO goes for about a dozen. This kind of looks like he's bringing an all-out blitz. No, he faked it. Might be a sketchy ball. Brock Bowers got both hands on it, but a safety made a good play. 3rd and 10. I'd say this is 4-down territory. I don't want to settle for a field goal, so we don't need it all right here. I'm going to go to Pearsall. He's going to get the edge, and we just somehow turned that into a 1st down. We got Montgomery and Hall in the backfield. That smash and dash duo. I'm actually going to motion out Breece Hall, just try and open things up. Got some good blocks. And Montgomery's got 13 yards to set us up 1st and goal. I don't know if you guys noticed, this man loves to crowd the line of scrimmage, so you just got to figure out who's blitzing and who isn't. He's coming off the edge. We got him! Pearsall across the middle. That is a mismatch right there. You cannot have Harrison Smith in one-on-one man coverage. 153 left. We left him with plenty of time, but I'm not so sure he can be as run heavy as he was on those first couple of drives. Yes, sir! We got him! Left Palmer open, and it paid off. Diablo gets the interception. On those first 2 drives, I would follow the first route that came across the middle. I decided to not do it this time, and we get the interception. 2nd and short. I'm just going to run this ball. I don't want to do anything crazy. Just keep it in the middle. And it doesn't look like he's going to call a timeout. I want to take as much time off this clock as possible. In a perfect world, we're going up by 2 possessions with no time left on this clock. Bring it down to about 115. I'm going to keep it on the ground again. Drake May. Not much there. I was hoping Breece Hall would actually get upfield and give us a block. He did use a timeout. Looks like he's using... No, he's not. I thought he was using Harrison Smith. He's just kind of walking around. Actually using Milano. He doesn't have the speed. Tez Walker. He's going to get in. If you told me when we drafted this team, Tez Walker would be scoring touchdowns in the playoffs for us, I wouldn't have believed you. Just over a minute. I'm even fine giving up a field goal here. We got Kittle doubled. We got McConkey doubled. We are not letting those guys beat us. And we get a sack. Jordan Davis just instantly got through. Makes it 2nd and 20. And I'm not so sure he can really do anything with this drive now. 2nd half, I'm coming out under center. I-form formation. I'm running this rock with David Montgomery. We're not going to get much, but I want to try and shorten the second half as much as possible. Third down, we need 3. I'm looking at the left side of this defense. I'm taking off. Drake May right around Harrison Smith. He can't keep up. I kind of feel bad. It seems like we're picking on Harrison Smith here. He's been in position. He just doesn't have the athleticism he quite had. Fresh set of downs. We're not looking to do anything too fancy. We just got some simple routes. I'm going to take off again. Look at Drake May, the dual threat quarterback. This might be a scenario. He's getting a little antsy on defense. He might try and send a blitz. I know that's what I would probably do in this situation. No, he's not going to send pressure. I'm going for it. What a big time throw. Put it right where it needed to be, and Drake May's playing like MVP in this one. I'm looking Pearsall or Bowers here. Just got to watch his user. Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm running again. And Drake May's got it. That was a little bit risky. As soon as I started taking off, I started getting flashbacks of when we played the Broncos last time and fumbled this close to the end zone. Luckily, Drake May hangs on to it, and this one's starting to get out of hand. He's going to look middle here. That is a heck of a throw by CJ Stroud. I was about to say, up 21 points. He's got a pass. We got him right where we want him, but he's starting to get down the field pretty quick. Already at the 23. Now he's got Kittle down the seam. I'm not upset he's driving down the field, but he's just doing it so quick. He's going to try and take off. It's a fumble. And yeah, that's a touchback. The ball went through the end zone. I can't say I've seen that happen too much. Every time we play this Broncos user, the craziest things happen. That's so unfortunate for him. I don't think he can recover after that. We are 5 minutes from closing this one out. As long as I don't do anything too stupid, we shouldn't choke this one. We got Gunnar Helm open. He's going to do a good job staying in bounds. Probably shouldn't be doing this. At the same time, I feel like we can't do no wrong at the moment. There it is. I've been waiting to say his name, Brock Bowers. That's going to put a seal on this one. That's going to do it. We're going to come out victory formation. He's got no timeouts left. Really good game overall by us. Our run defense was still a little bit shaky, but luckily we got ahead early on. And hopefully we can take this momentum into the divisional round. Now remember, we only do 1 playoff game per episode. That way there's no spoilers, because if I told you guys we were doing the entire playoff run in one video and you saw it was only like 15 minutes, you would know I lost. So wild card game, it's in the books, and I'll see you guys next time for the divisional round.